So you saw yesterday the garden got tilled, and so today I put on the sod buster, and let's see, I planted 3 rows of potatoes. So there's red potatoes, some Yukon Golds. These are fingerling potatoes. There's a whole bunch of those. So probably about 90 pounds of seed potatoes, which will make plenty, more than enough, assuming it rains, because this year has been like really, really dry so far. It was a dry winter, and it probably will be, the way it's going, looking like a dry spring and summer. So this section over here, you can sort of see all the lines that I've done here. This has all been planted to, these are shell peas, you know, English peas that you're going to take the little pea out of the pod. And there's what, I got 8 rows of those. And then there's snow peas over here. I put in a couple rows of beans, but could be a little early for the beans. Up in that section over there, I put in some more beets. Kids love beets. Carrots. I don't know if the carrots will do their thing or not. I've got some more carrots over in that other garden over there. And I've still got, my problem is, I've got over here left and a chunk over there. A big chunk of over there is got to be done for sweet corn, which won't be for probably a couple weeks, I would think, because I want to make sure that it's warm enough. Sweet corn doesn't really like cold, so you don't really gain anything by planting it too early. But there'll be a section of sweet corn up here, and I've got to put it over there because last year we had a real problem with the raccoon. So what I'm going to do is I'll run a line out here and then put electric fence around the corn, and that ought to fix his or hers inclination. But see, I still have a whole nother crop of beans to plant, and I need fall squashes, pumpkins. I don't think I got enough room, so I may have to, I could maybe plant something over there again, but I'm not positive on that one, if I'm going to have enough room. Yeah, I know I got too many potatoes, but that's all right. We'll use them. Plus, the other thing we're going to try to do is going to try to have the kids down the street here do some stuff in the garden, and then maybe they could sell a little extra produce out in front of the house on weekends or something like that. Garlic's doing really well. Garlic usually is, in case you don't know, garlic's usually ready mid-July, something like that. And over in there, it's doing well, but not as well as I had hoped. Is the asparagus bed. So we're not going to do any asparagus this year. We're going to wait. But this over here is, see, and I may be able to replant in here. These peas are all up. You can sort of see them in here. And the potato, there's 2 rows of potatoes here, and they're just starting to pop. You can see them. See right there? Those are potatoes. So they're just starting to pop up, and these potatoes are going to be my early potatoes. You know, the kind that you just pick when they're just little like this. So this will get wiped out, and this probably beginning of July. So I may be able to replant in here for some other things. The onions here are doing fairly well, and I've got more lettuces started in here, some spinach back there, more beets that are, you know, the beets are already up, so they're doing okay. And this little salad, this is just sort of like a salad mix, and I think I'm gonna like it. You're gonna just pick it when it's young. This one has under here is, what do I put? I put some carrots under here, but they don't seem to be super happy right now. So I may take this off and see if I can't, I don't know. I'll have to look at that one a little better today. But that's basically the planting for right now. And of course the dandelions they're doing really well. Let's see how these guys are doing. Yeah. So that tray right there has cucumbers that are already up, and the first little tray with the little cells in it over there, that has a lot of lettuces in it. So that won't be too long. No tomatoes, no pumpkins, none of those, no fall squashes yet, but I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put them. Someday I'll learn how to plant less. I don't know when that will be, but the asparagus is doing better. But I still don't think I want to take any this year. I think I showed you this before, but this little tool makes life a lot easier to do planting. It comes with these little plates. There's a little plate in there, and each plate is made for whatever type of seed you're going to plant. So like that one's made for beans and some other things. There's ones for carrots and lettuce and corn, and this gets you the spacing, so you can just put this and it drops down. Let me show you. See, so you can mark the next row and or the previous row, so you can space it as far as you want, like 12 inch, 16, 24, all the way to the end, 30 inches for like corn. So it's a very useful tool. I don't think you'd really need one if you just got a little garden. So I still have, let's see, what do I have? I have corn, some beans still have to be planted. I could do more in the pea department. Those are sugar snap peas. These are shelling peas in the big bag. It's kind of going to depend on how everything comes up, because if some things come up and I can get rid of, harvest them and etc., then I could chop it up again and put in other things in their place. This afternoon, I'm at the Burketown School, and I'm part of the Burke Parent-Teacher Association, and we're looking at, there's a mountain bikey type trail. I'm not exactly sure, to be honest, but we're thinking of putting some money into that and getting it going a little bit farther. So I've got to meet with one of the teachers and one of the other people who's part of it, who will be telling us, you need to do this, you need to do that, those kind of things, for building a trail and all that. So hopefully that all comes about, and I think is a good thing, because, if there's a sort of a public aspect to the town school where the kids can go out and ride their bikes after school or whatever, it doesn't cost them, it's relatively easy. Hopefully it works. So, but I have no idea really anything it's about. I was just the one who was free, so I said, yep, I can go do that, and then we'll go from there. Well, the trees, apples, and really in bloom. Look, there's another one. Well, I gotta go to the post office and ship that coffee, and I guess while I'm here, I should look at what the box is doing, because it looks like, oh goodness, it looks like there's people have left all kinds of food that I now have to deal with. Goodness. Well, I just, kind of right there, roasted up that coffee this morning, and now it's on its way to Nebraska, Omaha, Nebraska to be exact. Dandelions are like unbelievable. I've got a meeting this afternoon. There's some people who are going to open up a coffee shop in St. Jay. So they contacted me, and we're going to get together, and I mean, I have no idea if this is, I have no idea. Is it going to be, they're going to do pour-overs? They did mention that, which would give them a different perspective than if they just did, like everybody else around here, espresso-based drinks. So I'll wait and see. I mean, hopefully that's their thinking and they are going to do something like that, but time will tell, I guess. Well, a couple weeks, June 4th to be exact, we'll be back at the farmer's market in Woodinville. Just got a note from the lady who organizes it, so hopefully it'll be a good year. Hopefully. That's a nice tree. After I get done that coffee meeting, then I've got to drop off some coffee. It's usually, you know, we've got pretty much, I can tell who's going to buy, of established customers, who's going to buy what coffee when. I'm not always sure of the what, because sometimes that varies. But I just don't know. Nobody's pursued doing subscriptions yet. So I think I'm going to try to put a bigger push onto doing subscriptions, because that would make it easier for me to know that every 2 weeks I've got this or that, or 3 weeks, or whatever it happens to be. So another project to work on. I don't know if the car's broken or what. It says it's 90 out. I feel like 90 to me. But then again, I don't usually start getting warm till it's over 90, more towards the 95 side. Well, the meeting that I had went well. They've still got a month and a half, maybe 2 months of renovations, changes to make before they'll be opening. In the meantime, they're going to let me know about some potential samples they'd like to try, and then we can go from there on that. Hopefully something comes of it. I think they're being very optimistic in their numbers, but that's okay. If they're correct and I'm wrong, it's wonderful. But that's yet to be seen. So hopefully it goes well. I don't know. You know, it's one of those things that they're not really going to be a coffee shop. It's going to be more of a bakery type, pastries, that type of thing. And they're going to be, this is a really promising part of that, is that they're actually going to be the only ones around who will probably be doing pour over coffees, which I've tried to get places to do that, and it's just a battle. Too much work, or this or that, or training, or one thing after another. It just hasn't gone over. So if they're willing to try that, that's going to put them in a unique position versus everybody else around here who is pretty much just doing espresso-based coffees, you know, lattes, cappuccinos, that kind of stuff. So hopefully, fingers crossed, goes well. I haven't the vaguest idea what those things are. Well, you can see everybody's doing very well and starting to pop up through. I mean, there's pumpkins that are popping, fall squashes, summer squash, zucchinis. Let's see, what's that one? Oh, those are zucchinis over there. That tray over there is a bunch of lettuces that are all coming up. Those, I'm not sure, but I can't see the tags. So, they're doing well. Ooh, this one's a sort of a light pale lilac. Light pale purpley lilac.